There you go, just to make sure you don't miss it.
Chris is texting me on the side. He's like, "Are you recording yet?" I'm like, "No."
No, I think we have a couple that come through. Like there was the Emo Night tour that came through, which is like that national one.
Hmm.
There's Emo Night Syracuse, which is we had that DJ on what like 4 months ago or so.
Yeah, it was a little while
It was
ago.
right. It was right before the Christmas emo night. And then um, we've had a couple where it's like cover bands doing
Yeah.
the emo night. But
Well,
Cool.
Andre's done some emo nights. Emo
Yeah, the emo.
nights.
Yeah, they were pretty cool. What I was trying to get the guys to do was like, let's just do a night where we do nothing but covers, you know. And I think two of us are cool with it, and I think the other two are kind of like, well, let's play our own stuff too, you know. And I'm just kind of like, we can, you know. The first time we did it, it worked, but we did like every other song was a cover.
Yeah.
Um, but we always play Sweetness, which I think we probably should keep doing that since it's going to be like 25 years since Bleed American came out. It's crazy.
Dude, that's such a good song. I mean, if that song comes on, like if you're into like this type of music and that genre, it just like gets people
Yeah.
excited. It's
Yeah.
one of those ones that just like it's instant energy.
Oh, for
It's
sure.
fun. Yeah.
I love that whole record, man. One of my favorite songs ever that like I never get tired of it. And we were actually going to play it at an emo night that got canceled. Um, was is Pain, which is on the Futures record. That's like one of my favorite all-time favorite songs. I don't know what it is about that song, but it just resonates. Love it. Anyway.
Yeah.
Yep.
so what about instead of if we had a DJ, what if we had an AI playlist up there, right? Let's transition right into that.
What a segue. That
What
was
if
good.
yeah, like so
I'm
you're
into
just at the
segues.
venue. You're you're just at the venue. There's no DJ up there. There's no band. There's just a playlist AI generated. How much does that
Jeez.
bring the emo night down?
A lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I it would sound weird.
Yeah. Yeah. I just don't need like just like a straight playlist to go through and
Yeah.
play. Like
Could
I
just go to
want.
a bar.
Yeah, like I mean, I can just go to Touch Tunes or like I should plug my own phone in. Like, what's the difference? At least if
Yeah.
like it's a DJ, they're doing their own spin on it, and I like that because
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
can do really fun stuff with that. Yeah, I'm not. I would. I know I wouldn't pay to go
Yeah.
to an emo night that's just doing like like a playlist, like an AI playlist. Like I'm good.
Yeah, I wouldn't pay
Yeah.
for it.
Yeah. That if that ever happens, I don't even think that's gonna be interesting. I think that's gonna be terrible.
Yeah.
Is there another way to put that? No.
Mm-mm. No other way to put it.
Yeah.
But yeah, in case anyone listening was wondering what this episode is about, because Chris just threw that in there. I'm like, this episode is about our thoughts and opinions and everything on, AI music and what we think
Hmm.
about it. And are we for it? Are we against it? And all that jazz.
Hmm.
But
Yeah.
I mean, I had some notes that I had and stuff, but I'm like, I don't know what Chris had. Did you? We didn't even share our notes
I
if we
didn't
had
even write
any.
down any notes. I've
Oh,
just got the thoughts off the top of my head
the thoughts off the top of your head. So what's the next thought off the top of your head?
that it sucks. Like we're at the point, right? Because I sent you an artist what like a week or two ago. I'm
Yeah.
like, check them out, they're good. And the first thing that you said was, "Oh, but are they AI?" Like
Yeah,
we're
because I
we're
like heard it and I'm like, I don't know, man. Might be AI.
but we're at that point now where you have to second guess what you're listening to.
I know, and it shouldn't be like that.
No.
It
Yeah.
sucks.
Yo, one
It
sec. I
Yeah.
got
sucks.
one sec.
Yeah.
Sorry.
I I definitely it's a weird time. Um and I don't know. I'm not like super familiar with what everybody's doing with it, but I've seen stuff come up like like articles. I saw something, I don't know how real it was. That the article could have been AI, but it said some guy like got arrested or something because he utilized AI or something, and Spotify kind of got baited by it, and he was streaming his AI music as well, and ended up getting paid out a huge amount of money. And I think he's in jail right now. He got arrested for it.
Dude,
I I can't remember where I found that article. It's somewhere buried in the band chat though. But that was wild. It was
Yeah.
crazy.
I mean, it's crazy because like that's what it's going to come to, like the AI people that or people who are making the AI music. Because it's not just a computer. Someone has to type in, say, "Hey, make this song,"
sound
use
like this
use
artist, this
sound
and
like
that.
these artists. Yeah. And like because there's been sometimes I'm like, wow, I really like that. And you know how many times I've been on like YouTube discovering music and it's like, okay, I gotta go do my my deep dive. Do they have an Instagram page? No? Well, there's one red flag.
Mm,
No Instagram.
yeah.
No like actual photos of a band. No
That's
bio.
yeah.
Yeah.
And then you see how quickly they've had singles come out.
But I will say, I think YouTube, like their music section, I think they have a disclaimer on it now that this music was generated by AI or like partially generated by AI. I think they have a tool there now. I know Deezer does that. And Spotify is weeding through, but they don't remove it. They just deprioritize it. So it's still there for you to find.
Right.
Yeah, is Spotify
Mhm.
getting better at that? Because that's what happened to the same thing with like Jess. Like I was like on Spotify a while ago, like last year, and I like my DJ, like like the DJ function, which is also AI, but it does do a good job of like picking music that I do listen to, but it
Yeah.
gave me an artist, and I was like, yo, this is like legit. It reminded me a lot of like Hotel Brooks and stuff, and I was like, okay, this is good. And then I'm like, did the same thing Jess did. I went through, I was like trying to find them. I was like, yo, I'd love to see a show. Like, where are they touring? Couldn't find anything. And then I go down, and I was like, dang. And I put them on one of like my carousels I made, and I was like mortified after I found out that they were AI. And I was like, I don't want to promote like AI music on this.
Yeah.
So it bummed me out. Yeah, it really bummed me out. And I like have stopped listening to them because I'm just like, oh, I'd rather listen to the people that are actually putting in the effort of learning the music and
Yeah.
being creative.
Yeah.
Yeah, there was a so we I think it was earlier last year, last spring, we did our own spin on Sweetness by Jimmy Eat World. And I think, I don't know if it was last year when Spotify was like starting to pick up on all these fake AI artists, that it was assuming like everything was AI if
Mm.
you were like a DIY. But I remember we were set to release our cover of Sweetness like on a specific day. I think it was supposed to drop on a Thursday, and my guitar player Brendan had freaked out. He was texting me. He goes, "Dude, I'm getting all kinds of stuff from Spotify saying that like they were like assuming that we were an AI band," and he had to like resubmit everything and show them, I don't know if it was like our our profile and just everything. And he was super like freaked out that we were going to get kicked off of the platform and everything. And somehow he got everything straightened out because he handles our Spotify. And we ended up dropping on a Saturday. It came out like 3 days or 2 days later, but he was like freaked out, man. It was crazy. But yeah, that was like when it was going on. Like I guess it was fresh, and Spotify was picking up on it, and I don't know as well.
Yeah. Now,
But
Chris, you
yeah,
were saying like YouTube is labeling AI ones as AI because I mean I'm looking at an AI artist right now on YouTube and it doesn't say anything about it being AI.
Oh, I don't know. I thought it was YouTube at least. It could have been another platform. Maybe it was Apple.
Yeah, it was probably some other platform because YouTube hasn't started doing that. I just go online and Reddit has like a whole list of bands that people have deemed AI, and I'm
Oh,
like, I go on there, I look, and I'm like, oh, yep, there it is.
dang, wow.
Just to
Crazy.
verify it extra, you know,
Yeah.
extra verify. Be
It's
like,
crazy
ah,
the world we live in too, that like we have to do that now.
it is.
Hmm.
I remember, see, it's funny because we grew up, a lot of us grew up in like at the era of when the internet kind of started.
Yeah.
Hmm.
And so now it's like, now we've gone past like, oh, the internet's so bad, you know, and social media is bad. But now we're like, now AI is just getting out of control.
Yeah.
Like in so many different ways, not just in music.
Yeah.
It's crazy too. Like, I mean, if you think about it, even like a few years back, like like AI. I mean, it sounded so robot. It was so easy to tell like this is an AI voice speaking. And now it's like we're listening to this, and I was like, I legit think this is like a person screaming or singing right now. And I'm like, it blows my mind like how fast the technology is going. And like I use AI for a lot of things in like my personal life as well as in like my professional life. But I'm like, I would like some to divide with like the creative side of it too. You know, it's great for certain things, but you know, people also make livings by making music and stuff, and it's just another thing
Hmm.
away. So
I think like, yeah, I agree. I think like when people put loops together, you know, when they loop when you're creating backtracks and like sometimes I'll start creating backtracks for like segues and stuff for our shows and I'll just sit on, you know, Alchemy or you know the Logic and just mess with loops until I find something and try to do, you know, put something together. Then Brendan will mix everything and maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. So I think like I guess it all just kind of depends. But when it comes to songwriting, I feel like the song already has to be there. Like
mhm.
you can't. I don't think. I mean, people are probably doing this. Like, write me a song. You know, this kind of song with these kind of whatevers, and
Yeah,
then it's just that, and you're just using that. But yeah, that seems to be what's happening right now. You know,
it's
versus
almost
like, go ahead.
no. Finish your thought. I'm so sorry.
I was no, you're good. I was gonna say like versus like somebody trying to put loops together and create something off of loops and beats or whatever. Um, but yeah, when it comes to art and songwriting, I feel like the song has to be human. You know, it's
Yeah,
got to come from the artist or the band. But yeah,
no, absolutely. Like I have tried writing songs, like lyrics, my whole life, and I just can't do it. It's just not my skill set. Like they come out so cheesy.
Hmm.
It's I don't have that gift, but I could easily now go online and just if I'm good at prompts, I could do it, and that doesn't feel genuine to me. It's like
Hmm.
you know what I mean. Like to your point, there's that human aspect of it, like of
Hmm.
songwriting that like that emotion that it's like that comes out and like hopefully it invokes in other people. I just don't know if AI is like does like I don't think it can do that. Like there's a
Yeah,
that's like a you know like a very sacred part of the whole music process. So
Yeah.
right. I agree.
You know, AI writing songs, just if either of you or anyone rather remember watching Whose Line It Is Anyway, and they would
yeah,
have a prompt of like, we're gonna sing a song in this style about this, and they would do it on the fly.
yeah,
Yeah,
Just AI does it way faster.
yeah,
And it's
yeah,
like
yeah.
Well, see,
insanity.
now you're talking about some artists. Well, I mean, Chris, you showed me that emo realtor guy.
Yeah.
He makes songs, but he obviously uses AI to make those songs. But he's not also a musician, you know? That's a
Hmm.
little different to me because he's just using it for, you know, his platform and stuff. He's not
I do
like,
follow him.
yeah,
Like,
no, I'm like saying though, but he's
he's
not
good.
putting that music up on
Yeah,
YouTube that I know of.
right.
I've
Yeah,
never looked. Maybe he does, but
yeah.
Chris is gonna look right now.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not. No, no.
No. But like that's different because you're not
Yeah,
putting it on a music platform where people will run into it just to get like likes or potentially make money off of it.
yeah.
He
He's
uses
using
it
it
for his
to like promote.
socials.
Yeah, it's that, and I mean, he's a realtor. He's using it to help promote his real estate business. Which is,
Right.
but like to your point, they're not going on like he's not making like full like 3.5 minute long songs and stuff like putting out an album. Hopefully,
Right.
I mean, I hope he's not, but like, you know,
Right. Right.
What about because I do think it's well used in one area. Have Have you guys seen he streams on I think Twitch and YouTube Seth Drums.
I feel like I've
Ah,
heard of him.
Yeah,
So
it's
yeah.
he's
yeah,
from
he'll use AI to mash up
Oh yeah, I've
like
heard of
it'll be
him.
like it'll be like System of a Down but Frank Sinatra. Like and then he'll drum to the track.
hmm.
Oh, yeah.
And so
I've
like
seen him, yeah.
he'll use it like that. Like that I can respect, right? So he's making his own drum track while AI is completely changing up the song and
Oh, I know who you're talking about. Yeah, yeah, yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, but see, he's probably not putting his stuff out as like an artist
No.
on YouTube or Spotify, you know? It's just being fun and
Yeah.
doing fun stuff with it, which I'm perfectly fine with. Now you were mentioning this drummer and everything now, like is AI music just another evolution of like, drum machines and auto tune?
Question. Uh,
Like people still use auto tune.
But not if there's no person behind it. With auto-tune, there's still a person behind it.
It's true.
hmm.
Yeah.
See?
Like a, yeah. So you said, ask again. Sorry, I
Is
got
it
a
just
little.
another evolution, AI, to like those kind of things? I don't think it is because like Chris said, there's no actual human behind it.
I
Like
think that's the big
vocally,
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
Like, there's no human element
right.
of it.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, the only human element is the person putting in the prompt, really.
Prompt.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which I mean, pretty soon that's going to be. They're probably going to have it to where you can literally like take. And maybe they do already, but like that's probably going to be a career. It's just like a professional at like making prompts. Like, and that's what your whole like what you study, what you do in your professional career, and like there's probably going to be people that are so good at it. That I mean, there already are, but that's what I think where the evolution comes. But I don't know. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
My work did hire a software dev AI prompter. So it is,
All right, there you go.
yeah. Yep.
There you go.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's wild.
Now, now, where's the line between inspired by and straight up copying?
Like when it comes to other bands or just like,
Yeah, like if a band's using it, like, oh, you're using it for inspiration, or are you just getting AI and then using it in your music?
so I think, so like, example, I think if you have a fully completed song or something like that, and you just want to, I don't know, get some kind of idea of how it could sound or whatever, um, that's one thing. But I wouldn't utilize, I wouldn't utilize that exact thing and just go, oh, I'm going to throw that on this. I think you would still need to modify it in your own way. But again, I think the song, as a songwriter, I think the song would have to already be your own thing. Um, Lyrically, yeah, I think I've been writing lyrics forever, so I don't. I usually what I'll do is I'll just ask friends, "What do you think of this?" or whatever. Like, I'll try to get, somebody to help me write if I'm missing a line. Sometimes I'm down to the wire and I'll ask like a friend to, I'll literally call a friend and say, "Hey, can you tell me what I should say here?" or something like that. But I always find that works. I've never utilized anything like AI to like write me lyrics or an entire song or anything like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I think if it's not your own, yeah, I think it's copying. Um, Now like I've heard bands write songs that sound similar to other bands, and that's just like the band person in me, and I'm thinking, oh, well, maybe they didn't even realize it, you know. There's only so much you could do on drums or guitar and a chorus or something like that. But that's just my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I know there's been times when bands have come out and been like, "Oh, so and so copied from me and all this," but there is
Hmm.
like you said, there's only so many chords and stuff you can play. Sometimes it's gonna
Yeah.
sound the same.
Yeah. Yeah. It's true. It's true. We have a yeah, we have a song that sounds a lot like a Pat Benatar song. So we decided, well, I think the drum beat reminds us of a Pat Benatar song, an 80s song. So we just medley into it on purpose now. It's kind of like an ongoing thing we do when we play live. But yeah, you never know.
You
You
never
see a lot of
know.
bands do that. Like,
Yeah.
you go to a lot of shows and they'll be playing something, and then like they'll just seamlessly work in like a half of a chorus or like part of a verse
Mhm.
from like the song that it kind of sounds like, but then go right back in. I think
Yeah,
that's fun though. Like,
I
I
do
think that's
too.
fun, and it usually gets the crowd like really like into it
Yeah.
because it's a well-known song. To me, I think if anything, I'm like, okay, like they took inspiration or they didn't realize it, like you said, and
Yeah.
they are playing it and they're like, wait, this sounds like something. Let's run with it.
Right.
Like
Right.
to,
Right. Yeah.
yeah, like to Jess, your point, like there is only so many chords and things you
Hmm.
can actually do. And what at some point it's things are gonna start to sound similar in a way. So
Yeah. Yeah. We've come across that many times. Now we're to the point where it's like, hey, if this sounds like that, let's just run with it. Oh, it sounds like one of our older songs. It's cool. Let's just run with it or whatever. Or maybe it doesn't work. The first band that I ever saw do that was it was like from the Tooth and Nail days. They were called Showbread, and they like were kind of a punk. They kind of reminded me of like He Is Legend. And I remember there was one part where I was at a show and they went into this like Aerosmith song and they just played the riff and they did it in their own way and then went right back into their song. And I was just so like stoked about that. So it is fun.
yeah.
But then then there's copying and all that other stuff. Sorry if I'm getting sidetracked, y'all.
No worries.
It actually makes me think of something else. What about like, the traditional ska band was probably what, 7 to 200 people, right? Like,
Hmm.
what if you've got a band that just wants to have a little bit of horns, but they can't work it in, so they AI that into their song? How's Instead of going out and finding somebody to like work with a session musician and work that in, now they're just
See,
outsourcing it
but
to AI.
I feel like there's got to be a computer program out there, just like you add drums electronically. You should be able to add horns electronically instead of having
Like
AI do
loops
it
and
for you.
stuff. Yeah, I think it would be easier if they just use some kind of loops or something like that. Uh, yeah, I mean, I don't know. That's a good question. The band might not be able to afford a horn section. So I don't, but a ska band requires that, right? I mean, I've seen bands play where there wasn't a bass player, so they had to program bass.
Yeah.
I don't know if they used AI, but there's been like bands play live where it's like, oh, it's a three piece, and then it's like, wait a minute, those are two guitar players, or there's just one guitar player and they're just running a bass track because they don't have a bass player.
I
So
feel like I
I
see
don't,
that a lot with like
yeah,
smaller shows and stuff too, or like
yeah,
maybe they only have like two people like at the actual show, like a drummer and then like a guy singing and playing guitar, but then like there's other things going on. But you can like at this point, like everyone has loops, everyone has computers with them while they're
sure.
performing for the most part. So I'm like, it's being used, but it's like to the point. I think it's like a lot of still the software where they're like using a MIDI
Mm,
keyboard and like
yeah,
programming or
yeah,
doing loops on their own.
right.
It's when that's completely gone, is that then it's like, okay, you're just putting in a prompt and then that changes it all.
It
But
just it kills the excitement of seeing, true artistry.
yeah, I
I don't
gotta
know.
wonder too if does that take away from like the like you yourself, like if you like you're when you're creating music, right, like you feel something when it's done, like throughout that
Hmm.
process, and then you have like you built something and it's complete. I gotta imagine for the people, are they getting that same satisfaction if they're just entering prompts like, hey, sound like this? Do they still get that feeling? And maybe they don't care. Maybe they don't. Maybe they don't care. Maybe they are doing it just for the likes, potential money on Spotify, things like that. I don't know.
Hmm. Just chasing the streams.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
going back to the ska band too, Chris, like Yeah, if AI used it to make horns and stuff in the songs, I'd be really disappointed if I went to see that ska band and there were no horns on stage.
Yeah, yeah, because that's what you want to see, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Well, that's where you just get the little animatronic dinosaurs to like holding up.
Go to Chuck E.
Like
Cheese.
Chuck E. Cheese.
Let's have it at Chuck E. Cheese and they can be your
Yeah.
horn section.
It's mandatory. Every show must be at a Chuck E. Cheese or
I
provide animatronic.
Those things
remember
were
when it,
terrifying as a kid.
Yeah, they were.
yeah, maybe I'm super old, but do y'all remember before Chuck E. Cheese, it was called Showbiz?
No.
Yeah, yes. I didn't go to it, but I've seen a lot of videos on it. I've done deep dives on Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah, I did. There was one on YouTube I watched too. But yeah, like um the animatronics. Yeah, that would
Yeah.
actually be pretty cool.
A Chuck E. Cheese, a Chuck E. Cheese deep dive, eh?
Yeah.
Look at their conspiracy theory on just like their pizzas. It's a theory, just a theory.
Right, right.
Yeah, should put that disclaimer out. Just a theory, allegedly.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Right, right.
So my question is, Jess, I know I've asked you before and you weren't aware of this, but like, Andre or Kyle, have you heard of Hatsune? What is it? Hatsune Miku? The
No.
Japanese voice artist, and like the voice is used to write songs. It's been credited to millions of songs at this point. Now they have full on concerts for this artist, but it's all AI songs. So it actually kind of already exists where there's AI concerts, and the fan base is huge.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
I
So,
mean, it is Japan.
but they've toured here too.
Oh,
Toured, right? Toured. Um,
toured, yes. They brought their laptop and their plugins and
they
everything.
essentially make like a whole light show. It's like an actual like more theatrical production. But like, could you see that coming to somehow like this scene?
I
Like,
don't think so.
what if somehow like Tom DeLonge allows AI replication of his voice to be used,
Oh
and now
man.
all of a sudden there's all these Blink songs. I mean,
You, you know where I could see it, and this is so like as artists, and I don't know, but like I think Blink's a great example, just because like they've stood like they've been around for a long time, right? And
Yeah.
like they have such a fan base, they have like that legacy. Some of those bands, and I could see it across different genres too. Maybe it's like they're getting to an age where it's like they can't perform as well, or like it's hard, or they don't want to, but by selling the rights to using them, they're still able to create music and stuff. That's where I could see it happening. I don't love the idea of it. I don't think our genres that like, we kind of associate with the most would probably be impacted first. I think it would go through like the big like classic rock, the pop, all that stuff. But
All right.
dude, I've learned to never say never with
Yeah,
what's
yeah.
going on.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Talking genres too, like, does authenticity matter? Like in certain genres, like are emo or punk or hardcore, or, maybe it would be better, AI would be better if they would just keep it to like, EDM or something. It could work for that. I don't know. Does it matter?
Are you saying like the authenticity of like just specific genres?
Yeah, like does authenticity matter more in certain genres to people? Like, do you think it matters if it's authentic? Like, it has to be authentic in the emo genre. Like, music has to not be AI. Or could it be allowed to be in its own genre?
I think I think now that everybody can distinguish what is AI, well, can they? But let's say they could, it would kind of put itself in its own, uh, I don't know, genre, I guess you could say, or atmosphere, arena. But I mean, I can usually, I mean, I always look for authenticity in songs, whether it's like alternative or hardcore, post-hardcore punk, and you can usually hear it. But
Imagine that there are similar conversations happening where like EDM DJs are like, well, no, I'm spending a lot of time putting these together, where like someone that has zero DJ experience can go and type a prompt, and now they have what I've worked on my whole career and my whole life. So um, I would imagine, like, to the same point, they'd probably want that authenticity too. And even if I don't love country music, but like you hear a song and like you can hear it, and like sometimes like it to Andre's point, if it's authentic, like I still
Yeah.
respect it. Like, you get like it invokes an emotion out of you. It's just
Yeah.
typically for me, it's not as strong as the one of I get when I listen to like the music that I really love. So that's a
Right.
good question and a hard question.
Yeah, it really is.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I feel like the authenticity matters
Yeah.
100%. It really
Hmm.
does. And maybe I'm biased or we're biased because we're either like fans of music to a T or we're musicians. So it's like,
Yeah.
when you know the struggle of finding the grind of that song that resonates in your head and you're trying to get it out and hope that it connects, that's really all you look for when you're listening to.
Mhm.
It's like, what are the first 5 seconds of this, and does it like, you know, grab me? Where is it coming from? Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree.
Do either of
But
you
anyway,
have anything that's been think you've been thinking about, like about AI at all that you want to throw out there?
say it again.
I said, do either of you have
Oh,
anything that you want to throw out there that's been like maybe on your mind about AI?
well, I I I don't think it's going anywhere for a while. Um, I see it. We see it in everything now. I don't.
Well, it's not going to actually just disappear because it's just going to probably
Yeah,
get worse, honestly.
Yeah, and
yeah,
I think like the one thing that I like, and like Chris, you said this too earlier about like disclaimers. Like, just let us know. Like, let me
yeah.
know. Like, make it very clear to me that this is an AI generated artist,
Hmm.
and like I don't think there should be like monetization towards that AI
Right.
artist. Like, let that be a disclaimer, because like the song could be good. Like that, like some of the songs that I've heard are, I'm like, this is really good. Then I get frustrated because I'm like, it is in me streaming it, like, are they making money? Like, I think the money should actually go to the people that are creating,
Yeah.
not sitting behind just typing prompts. And I mean, that's
Hmm.
my opinion, but yeah, just let us know. That's all. Like, give us like
Yeah.
the
It should definitely be clearly labeled as AI.
yeah, that's all. And then
Yeah.
that way everyone's clear and everyone knows, and like, don't monetize it.
But
The
then
only
Yeah.
like
thing,
how are they tracking if it's AI or not though? Because from what I understand from what I read in that little bit is that they're using AI to detect if something else is AI.
It's like the criminal trying to catch the criminal.
it's a double-edged sword.
Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, okay, so as little as Spotify will pay an artist for have y'all ever seen that documentary? I'm going somewhere with this. I just kind of jumped. But have y'all ever seen that documentary 30 Seconds to Mars had put out? I think it was like 2008 or 9. It was called The Artifact. It was
I
on
did not
Netflix for a
I did
while.
not see it.
You should
Oh,
watch it. It's really good. But Jared Leto did a deep dive. This is when the music industry was fairly different. And it was talking about like 360 deals or whatever, and what an artist does or goes through when they sign a 360 deal. But it was like in the early days of iTunes, and somebody was, I can't remember who it was. It might have been Chester Bennington or someone was talking about um, people will literally pay more for a cup of coffee than to just like download once, pay $1 and download, one time a person's song. And they'll pay more for a cup of coffee at Starbucks like every day, and they rather do that when the artist is pouring so much time and finances into this music. And it's like I started thinking about that with Spotify, and it's like, man, this song has 10,000 streams, right? So if somebody bought that song one time and got to listen to it for free forever, just think about, I mean, that would afford you to continue to be an independent artist, for a very long time if you wanted to. But it is a double-edged sword because like you get like these bots and all this stuff on Spotify too, and it's and people will pitch their money to playlists hoping to get on, and then only to find out, and it was so legit looking or whatever, and it almost makes you wonder, did they utilize AI to look legit in the early days of it and fool the artist? You know what I mean? I don't know.
Hmm.
I think about those kind of things too. Kind of like when that guy that just got arrested or whatever for supposedly like um kind of baiting Spotify into paying him or whatever for a fake AI band. And it's like, I don't know. Again, double-edged sword because there's a lot of fake playlists out there too. It's like, I don't know.
Yeah.
I figure by now if maybe Spotify's doing it, but if as much as they're utilizing, trying to do away with artists doing that and being intolerable to it, they should do the same with playlisting so that artists know what they're investing in,
Yeah.
to get on someone's radar and get discovered. Anyway, I'm ranting about it, kind of frustrated.
No worries. Yeah, because like even going and flipping and scrolling through like Instagram and Facebook and all that, you come across all these videos, but they're not labeled AI. Some of them are, some of them aren't. Like, where's the line? Like, how do you get people to actually label their stuff? Like, you can't force people.
Mm,
I think what's going to have to happen is it's like, well, no, that's not going to work either because it's going to be AI reporting if it's AI, but it'd have to get like, if it's like clearly AI, then it's like, hey, like it's either taken down or it's like you have to put like a disclaimer. But to Chris's point earlier, it's going to be AI reporting and tracking AI. It's
Yep.
yeah, yeah,
I
yeah,
guess
Chris. When
we
you
as the humans need to report these things.
yeah,
But
but
see,
it's
people don't want to report it because they
yeah,
find it funny.
yeah, it's entertaining and
It's
like I mean,
entertaining, so they don't
yeah,
report that.
What
yeah.
are we reporting it to, though? Are we reporting it to AI? Like, go full circle with that.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah.
it's like look at it trying to get like anyone on the phone from like if you call anything these days. I mean,
Oh
it's
my gosh,
all AI.
yes, dude.
It's all
I
AI.
Dude, I just went to Taco Bell today. I went to Taco Bell to pick up dinner for my kids, like right before I got to the rehearsal space. And I was expecting to talk to a person, and I was like, double deckers are now double stacked. They're kind of not the same. And so I was trying to ask for that, and I go, wait a minute, this isn't a person. And my son is like 6, and he's like, Dad, that's a robot. And I'm like, gosh, you
Oh man,
know, like what? So I don't know. Anyway, but Chris, when you brought that whole thing up about is it AI tracking AI? That's why I went on that whole like rant about like playlisting and Spotify and stuff like that. And the artists who legitimately are trying to invest on getting discovered. Are you really talking to an actual person who's running the playlist, or is it generated? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yep.
Just maybe we should stage a Jam XP episode where we are interviewing AI.
Ooh,
well,
That could be dangerous.
And interview AI about writing AI in our music.
like
Let's
how do
go
you do
for
it?
it. Let's do it. Come on, Chris, let's do it.
I am wondering what the limit here is going to be, right? Because I'm sure y'all have heard like running AI prompts and the amount of electricity and everything that it actually consumes
And
is
water.
astronomical in water. Yeah, is
water.
astronomical.
I
So
mean, I don't know if anyone pays attention to the news, but Wisconsin's got like a bazillion data centers.
Really?
Yeah, apparently. We
Wow.
have a lot. And they just keep wanting to put more and more in. And I'm like, don't you keep putting more in my state? I mean, I don't know
Dude,
how many data centers are in other states, but I've heard that
uh,
we have a lot.
well, we're supposed to be getting a semiconductor plant here, and they're talking about like the environmental impact on that
Mhm.
alone, and just
because
wild.
you need that water to cool it, right?
Mm.
Yeah, all that water. So then, like, then it's just going. Yeah, it's bad news bears when it comes to the environmental impact and all the heat that it's going to be giving off too, and just the energy. Like I was talking to my parents about it, and they're like, "Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't be shocking if energy bills go up and up and up because of the just mass use of AI." So
Th-
Wow.
There you have it. Save the environment, write your own music.
yeah, yeah, right.
Hmm.
Right?
Do what
So
you
it
can,
says
environment.
the
Save
AI
the
on my
environment.
phone says that as of late 2025 and early 2026, there are approximately 47 to 59 data centers in Wisconsin.
Wow.
That's quite a lot because they're pretty
Wow.
large, these data centers.
Wow. That's crazy.
And there's just like
Ridiculous.
be more and more. But that's the thing though, is it's like it's a double-edged sword even when you're talking about AI because it's like I fought it for a long time and then I started using it and it's like it really does make some things so much more convenient and easy. Like,
Hmm.
it's hard and it's like I don't want to sound hypocritical because it's like, yeah, I do use AI for certain things and it's like
Hmm.
it's tough to find that balance and like there are times where I could easily with like work or something like ask me to like I could ask it to help me build a whole training, but it's like then is it like really mine? So like I always like I really have to force myself though sometimes to just be like don't go to AI first, don't go to ChatGPT. Like
The
you should,
difference with Yeah, but the difference with that is like you can have it generate the entire training, but then if you're doing your own peer review on it and being like, well, does this make sense?
yeah,
Like you're still tuning it, whereas these
yeah,
songs, I'm assuming they're generating it and being like tweak this, but they can't go in and use the other programs or run loops or
yeah,
whatever and fix it because they don't know how.
yeah,
Because it's not like we ever used AI to help us with the podcast, Jess. Like, no way have
No,
we ever done that. Um, but
I might have had to use the chat GPT to like write something, but because I type my own thing out, I'm like, wow, that sounds terrible. Can you like spruce this up a little, make it a little better?
yeah,
Yeah.
we've definitely had some question help from
yeah.
AI. But
But we
yeah,
never actually use it in like our videos or when we were talking with people,
Yeah.
like we're not
Hmm.
music.
using it on our socials really.
Yeah. I think utilizing it in a way to help possibly execute whatever vision you have, whether it's writing something or, again, like as a songwriter, I think the song needs to already be there or
Hmm.
something like that, and with lyrics, I feel like I don't even know how that would work
I
because I don't even know how that would work.
I think the key word you used is help, right? So
Help.
using it to help execute versus fully execute
Yeah,
is
yeah,
the big difference there.
that's huge. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and then we go back to the whole inspired by and straight up copying.
Yeah.
It's
Hey,
cr
gang, I'm so sorry. I have to go. I got a phone call. I have to take this. I'm
All
so
good.
sorry.
No
I'm so sorry.
worries.
All right. I
Catch
apologize.
No,
All
no,
good.
no, you're good,
Catch you
man.
soon.
It was great talking to you.
Yeah, you too, man. It was awesome to meet you.
Yeah,
No
I'll
for
talk to
problem.
you
sure.
guys.
You too.
See ya.
Yeah.
Take care.
Bye. No worries. I don't think we're talking much longer about this anyways.
Nope. My
I think
body is
it's
ready to crash.
Body is
I,
ready to crash.
I hear you. It's been a long week for sure.
I think it's funny we have devolved like into other AI talk than just music.
Yeah,
But it's AI in general. It like mo all
sure.
of it goes back to like doing it in music. Like I was saying, like yeah, you don't have the talent to write your own songs, but
Yeah.
like look at all the energy. I mean, I guess you can make a point of like how many hours of band practice with amps and everything plugged in are you using compared to like
Hmm.
AI generating one song. But
Right.
I would be curious to know how much energy an AI created song creates. But then you're gonna ask the phone that and it's gonna be AI.
so
Ah,
so I guess there
yeah.
needs to be like a realistic case study done on that.
A realistic
Yeah.
case study. Yeah, because I was looking too, Chris. It says that New York State has 114 to 159 plus data centers in it.
Probably
That's
somewhere.
a
New York
lot.
State's big, and a lot of it is rural.
Yeah. Upstate
What's
New York, I think I spoke about this the first time we had a podcast, but I almost moved there in 2003. I was like 19 and wasn't looking back. I was like, maybe I'll start over. And just something like last minute was like, I think I'm gonna go home for a little bit.
yeah.
But I almost moved there, and the air in the Midwest, I don't know, I like it. It's fresh compared to, well, I'm close to the chemical plants, so
Maybe
you
they're
know,
connected to AI because Texas has 395 to 413 AI
I
data
I
facilities.
I wouldn't I wouldn't put it past. I know,
They're
yeah,
nuclear AI data centers.
crazy.
I mean, if you think about it though. Yep. All I
Mm.
know is whenever what?
If you if you think about it though, yup. What?
That was awesome. I
I
love
didn't know where I was going with it, so
No.
that.
what I was gonna
Yeah.
say too was, back to like talking about like YouTube music and finding AI artists. I'm just like, eh, thumbs down on that one when I find out it's an AI band and it comes up on my playlist because I'm like, I don't want you playing more of it. I don't want to give it
Mm,
plays.
yeah.
Because if you give it plays, then people are listening to it, and that means that someone's just going to keep creating new and more AI music, you
Right.
know?
Yeah. Yeah. Seems like it's been a hot mess, a hot topic and a hot mess.
Yep. I don't know if there's anything else Chris has on his mind about AI music. He's shaking his head
No.
like, no.
No,
I don't know
I
about you, Andre.
No, I don't. I definitely,
We're all out. I don't know. We covered quite a lot. So
yeah,
hopefully there wasn't anything out there anyone else's like if anyone's listening to this and they, want to talk more about it, leave us a
yeah,
comment or something and we can discuss over socials another AI topic if you have one for us.
yeah, sure.
But that's all we got for you, folks.
ebony ebony, that's all, folks.
That's it.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you guys get some rest.
Well, I'll be all right. I'm
You
more
good?
concerned about Chris because, he was sick before this, so.
I was sick. Oh my gosh, when did that start? Saturday? You could probably cut this. This is Shinfo. If you know what Shinfo is, that's awesome.
I'll
Ah,
stop.